Your phone buzzes. You look down. It's a photo of your bedroom. You are in your bedroom. It started the way most bad things do. Quietly, without announcement. You'd been lying on your bed for maybe an hour, the ceiling fan turning slow, lazy circles above you, the kind of Tuesday night that exists only to be forgotten. Your lamp threw its usual amber cone against the wall. Your clothes from yesterday were still draped over the chair in the corner. The window was cracked 2 inches, the way you always keep it. Everything was exactly as it should be. Your phone buzzed. Unknown number. No area code. Just a string of digits that didn't resolve into anything recognizable. Too many numbers, actually, like a phone number that had grown an extra limb. You almost didn't open it. The image loaded slowly, top to bottom, the way images do on a bad connection. At first it looked like nothing. A room. Beige walls, lamplight, a ceiling fan mid-rotation, blurred at the edges from the exposure time. Your ceiling fan. Your lamp. Your beige walls. You sat up. You told yourself it was a coincidence. Someone had a room like yours. That happened. Rooms were rooms. IKEA existed. The world was full of beige walls and brass lamps and ceiling fans that wobbled slightly to the left on the third rotation. You told yourself that even as your eyes traveled to the corner of the image, to the chair, to the clothes draped over it. Your grey hoodie. The one with the fraying left cuff. The one currently hanging 2 feet from where you sat. You got up. You checked the window. You checked the closet. You checked under the bed with your phone flashlight, feeling foolish, feeling the particular embarrassment of a person who is afraid and knows it. Nothing. The room gave back nothing but itself. Familiar, still yours. You sat back down on the bed. The phone buzzed again. Another image. Same room. But this one was taken from a different angle, from the corner near the window, looking diagonally toward the bed. A vantage point that would require someone to be standing in the corner, pressed between the curtain and the wall. The resolution was crisp, unervingly crisp. The lamplight caught the texture of your pillowcase, the small water stain on the ceiling you'd been meaning to report to the landlord for 6 months, the spine of the book on your nightstand, the bell jar. You could read the title clearly. And there, on the bed, was a shape under the covers, a U-shaped shape. But you were sitting up. You had been sitting up for several minutes. You looked at the bed. The covers were flat, undisturbed, pushed to one side the way you'd shoved them when you got up to check the closet. In the photo, something was lying in the bed. Your breathing changed. You became aware of it the way you only do when it's already wrong. Shallow, quick, too much of it happening in your throat and not enough in your chest. You set the phone face down on the mattress and pressed both palms flat against it and counted to 4. The ceiling fan turned. The window breathed a thin ribbon of night air across your ankles. You picked the phone back up. 3 more images had arrived while you weren't looking. The first, your room, from above. Not from the ceiling. From slightly below the ceiling, from an angle that implied a height of maybe 7 feet. Your own face was visible, looking down at the phone. The top of your head. The parting in your hair. The expression you couldn't see on your own face, but could see in your posture, in the rigid set of your shoulders. Fear. This photo was taken 30 seconds ago. The second image, the corner near the window. Close up. The curtain, the wall, and in the narrow gap between them, fingers, not pressing, not gripping, simply resting there, against the plaster. Long fingers, patient. You did not go to the corner. You understand why now. You simply could not make yourself do it. Your body had already calculated something your mind was still refusing to process, and so you sat, frozen on the bed, with your phone in both hands like a small glowing altar. The third image took a long time to load. When it finally resolved, top to bottom, the slow cellular crawl of pixels assembling themselves into meaning, you stared at it for a very long time. It was you, sitting on the bed, looking at your phone. But in the photo, you were smiling. You were not smiling. You pressed your fingers to your own mouth to confirm it. Lips flat, pressed together, the way they go when a person is trying to keep something in. Not smiling. You had not been smiling. And yet there it was. Your face, your room, your lamp throwing its amber light across your cheekbones, and on your mouth a smile you did not recognize. Not because it was someone else's smile. Because it was yours, yes. Your teeth, your lips, your face, but arranged into an expression you had never made. Couldn't locate in yourself. The way a word looks wrong when you stare at it too long, suddenly foreign, suddenly suspect. It was the smile of something that had learned your face from the outside. The phone buzzed one final time. Not an image. A message. 3 words. It learned quickly. The fan turned. The curtain shifted. From somewhere beneath the frequency of the room's ordinary sounds, beneath the hum of the refrigerator down the hall and the distant traffic and the thin ribbon of wind through the cracked window, you heard, or believed you heard, or could no longer tell the difference between hearing and dreading. Breathing that was not yours. And the light from your phone, reflected in the window glass, showed you the room behind you. The corner by the window was empty, which meant it had moved. The last photo arrived at 11:47 p.m. The timestamp on your phone shows it was taken at 11:49.